Welcome to Project Zomboid. Admittingly, I am not the most experienced at this game, so our survivor Seanz is pretty much already doomed. But I want to make a conscious effort to get better, so I have to start somewhere. In this playthrough, I chose to randomize my traits and choose the survivor that the game gave me. An illiterate, asthmatic, claustrophobic metalworker who happens to not need much food to feel satisfied, but is well organized. Will I even last long enough to get organized? This is Seanz's story after the apocalypse began in Riverside, Kentucky. We woke up in a small house, which doesn't help my claustrophobia at all. This small little house did not have much to offer, but if I could somehow find a way to calm down, then maybe with a few tweaks we can use this as our base. After scavenging around, I found an entertaining VHS tape to hopefully calm down. But I could not shake my claustrophobia. Oof. Already attracting visitors, I quickly searched for any weapon in the kitchen. Man, there's no weapons or anything. Okay, well. I knew at this point that I had to let the zombie in to dispatch it before it broke the window and attracted more from the loud shattering glass. After taking care of the zombie, I knew I had to leave this house and find my bearings as to what was around me. Knowing me, I'm going to need a lot of rib sheets for bandages and any medical supplies I can get my hands on. So I snuck around scavenging neighboring houses for any supplies that were going to aid me along the way, and hopefully, a weapon. After jumping out of my chair and taking care of that zombie, the only weapon I could find was a plunger. With claustrophobia still hindering me, I had to leave this house. This led to a moment in Seanz's life that would forever shape this playthrough. I knew I needed medical supplies after this. With no medications, this wound could fester. So I kept moving from house to house trying to find any medical supplies or bandages I can get my hands on. Then, I panicked. Knowing I didn't have the supplies or weapons to deal with a large horde that this alarm will attract, I took off into the forest. For the most part, this amounted to nothing, but I was quickly going to run out of bandages that I had. Thirst was becoming a factor. And to find something to drink. I didn't have a way to survive out here sustainably. Already not having much and running low on the little amount of supplies that I had to make the decision to head back into town. Frustrated that I ran out so far out of panicking, I was thirsty and unable to fully mend this wound. To top it off, I accidentally tripped and fell and cut myself again, so now I had another wound to take care of for that. With nothing seemingly going my way, I knew I still had to go back into town, and it was likely going to be my doom. I found a backyard fence, but by that time I was already too exhausted and injured to take on the zombies that were led by it. Oh no, that's it. That's it for me. That's it for me. Just so much exhaustion. No. Not good. Time to rip up everything. Of course, I don't have anything to rip up. This is bad. Scott Seanz would ultimately meet his demise 10 hours into the apocalypse. Yep. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe to the video. I do have a public Project Zomboid server that I'm currently working on putting together. Once it's ready, I'll post the IP and you yourself can alter my survivor stories. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.